Welcome. This is Uncommon Sense, a CPA podcast presented by the Heshe CPA Knowledge Center. The center is an initiative of the CPA Education Foundation, the charitable arm of the chartered professional accountant profession in Alberta. For the record, this CPA podcast isn't about bean counting. Our episodes feature conversations with Alberta CPAs sharing their insights on a wide range of timely topics. Welcome to this special episode of Uncommon Sense. I'm here today with our sound technician, Ian, and we're at the CPA Convocation ceremony in Edmonton at the Edmonton Convention Center. It's February 21st, and today many of the over 600 CPA grads are going to be crossing the stage. On this episode, we're talking to many of the grads to see how they're feeling about this very momentous day, and we'll also talk to some people involved in the planning and organization of the event. So enjoy the episode. We're here with Chris Pilger, who's Director of Communications with CPA Alberta, and he's an occasional host of our podcast as well. But we're talking to Chris today in his capacity as Director of Communications. Chris, you and your team organized this annual CPA Convocation. How many graduates are there this year?
This year we have 639 graduates, so a good number this year to take care of for sure.
That is a lot, and so it must be a huge undertaking to organize events like this in both Edmonton, where we are today, and in Calgary, where you had an event a couple weeks ago. How long does it take your team to put this all together?
Yeah, it takes a good chunk of the year, actually, and in fact, we plan out a few years in advance just to make sure we have the space we need. So it really is a multi-year thing, but we really start to get into things around November, December timeframe. So it takes a good 3 months of really almost daily work to get an event this size organized.
Wow, so that is a lot of time spent on this. How many or what percentage of these 639 grads do you think will show up at grad, either in Edmonton or Calgary?
Yeah, typically we get about 80 to 85% of the graduates come out, and that's what we're seeing this year again.
And did they bring their parents and spouses and friends and grandmas and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Both to the ceremonies where we are right now and the dinner and dance on Saturday night. They typically bring a number of people who are close to them that they want to just be with them to celebrate this special moment.
Well, great. Thanks for your time, Chris. Good luck with everything today.
Thank you so much.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Matthew.
Congratulations, Matthew, on becoming a CPA and graduating this year. How do you feel about graduating?
Well, when it happened and I saw my mark, I was very excited. I think with everyone, just all that time you put in and all the effort and those late, study nights. Then once you finally write it and get the marks back, just that enjoyment you have and that relief, I guess.
And it's a long wait between when you write the exam and when you get the marks.
Compared to the other exams, yeah.
What was the hardest part about the journey to becoming a CPA?
I would say Core 1, because then you got to learn the CPA way. But once you do that and you graduate, or I guess you pass Core 1, then I guess you have those stepping stones. And then from there, everything is just, comes into place.
Well, what made you want to become a CPA in the first place?
So initially, I was working at Costco and then A&W, and my parents said, hey, maybe go to school, and I enjoyed that too. So then I went to college, and then it was very broad. Like you could do marketing, accounting, finance, and I enjoyed accounting the most. Just the number-wise, I guess, in that sense. And then with CPA, I guess job 2, you're always solving a problem. It's not just all numbers. There's everything qualitative and the quantitative, aspects of it.
Great. Well said. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Clarice.
Congratulations, Clarice, on graduating. What's it like to be here today? How does it feel?
I am very, very excited, very happy. My family's here with me, and my friends are going to come as well. And I know everything is live streamed, so I sent everybody I knew the link. So
wow, that is so cool. Wow. What made you want to become a CPA in the first place?
The reason why I wanted to be a CPA was because I thought it was a very professional designation, and there's been when I was a kid I could hear people say they're very well trusted and considered in high regard. So I looked into it and liked what I saw and decided I wanted to pursue it.
Wow. What was the hardest part about going through the program Is there one thing that stands out as being exceptionally difficult?
Oh, I thought the CFE was super difficult. It took me a few tries to pass, so this was very special to me, passing on the very last try and finally being here.
The CPA is the common final examination. That's the exam that every person has to write before they get their CPA designation, so you obviously passed. What was it like waiting from the time you wrote the CPA till you got the results?
Oh, I was so nervous.
It's like a couple months or something, isn't it?
Yes, so I wrote in May and the results came out in August, so that was the waiting period. I just tried to ignore it, and then as soon as 8 a.m. hit, I was like, I need to check now, the results.
And were you confident you'd passed?
I thought I had it on the third try. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, congratulations and enjoy the day.
Thank you
for talking
so
to
much.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. You can just start with what your name is.
Kaylee.
Welcome, Kaylee. Congratulations on convocating today. What's it like being here today? How does it feel?
Exciting. It feels like everything over the last 2 years is kind of coming to a close, and I'm ready to move forward and see where my career takes me now that I have this.
Awesome. So what are your plans for the future now that you'll be a CPA?
Right now, it's just kind of going with the flow. I'm working at a firm that I've really enjoyed working at, so just kind of seeing where that takes me.
That's great to hear. And what was the hardest part about the journey to becoming a CPA? Is there one thing that stands out as being really difficult?
I would say just the dedication on your own time to get through the program was probably the most difficult, but with the perseverance and everything made it worth it.
What was it like when you wrote the common final examination, then you had to wait 2 or 3 months, I guess, to get the results? What was that wait like for you?
In the beginning, it wasn't so bad, but as it started getting closer to results day, it definitely started. It was really nerve-wracking, but it was a really good feeling to wake up that morning and look up the results and see the pass.
You were pretty confident that you were going to pass, were you?
I wasn't really sure, but it worked out in the end.
You're here with your mother, who I understand is also a CPA. What's your name?
Diane.
How do you feel about your daughter following in your footsteps?
Certainly couldn't be prouder. It's been a lot of work for her, but yeah, certainly very proud.
Did you go to your convocation when you got your designation?
I did.
And does that still generate fond memories for you to be here today and think about your day on the stage?
Definitely does. I remember the work that went into it, and again, the waiting months for results. And back when I got my CPA, it was waiting for them to come in the mail. And I think my biggest memory is knowing that if you got a small envelope, it was not good, and if you got a big envelope, it was good.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's interesting. What did you think when you first found out your daughter wanted to pursue the designation?
I was, of course, excited. I know she went into business and university without really knowing which direction she was going to go. And I certainly actually really wasn't even pushing her necessarily to going towards accounting. But, of course, I was privately very happy when she just decided to go that route.
Well, thanks. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to both of you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
All right, we're standing here with 2 graduates right now. So what's your first name?
I'm Jordan.
And
I'm Daniel.
Hi, Jordan and Daniel. Congratulations to both of you on the achievement you're celebrating today. What's it feel like to be here today and go through an event like this?
It feels like a big relief off my shoulders. Like a lot of years studying is just finally paying off. It's awesome.
How about you, Daniel?
It feels a little surreal, kind of, not real yet, but I think, when I get on the stage, it'll kind of hit me, so, yeah.
What was the hardest part for you going through the program? Was there one part that stands out as being exceptionally difficult, or was the whole thing tough?
The CFE itself, the lead up to it, everything's pretty balanced and pretty manageable, very similar to regular, university, but the CFE prep itself was very different, so I found that difficult, yeah.
How about you? What was tough? What stands out for you as being difficult?
What the whole program was, but the thing that stuck out with me was also the CFE prep and just writing the CFE. Those 3 days were very hard.
It's a 3-day exam, just mind-boggling.
Oh yeah, 4 hours, 5 hours, another 4 hours. It's pretty tough.
And then there's the wait between the time when you write and then, 3 months later you have to, when you get the results. What was that wait like for you?
Oh, very hard. I was sleepless some nights just waiting for it, and especially the night before I got the results, I couldn't sleep.
Wow. How about you? Was it tough
I
waiting?
mostly checked out and didn't think about it until just the same, like right the day before. Then it kind of settled in. I was like, oh man, and yeah, I couldn't fall asleep. Woke up early. I think I woke up at like 6:30, just wide awake. So yeah, the anticipation was a lot. Yeah, but it's usually to see the pass. Yeah.
What's the future look like for you? What happens starting tomorrow or Monday, I guess?
Well, yeah, our company, we kind of get an offer for our permanent placement around this time. So yeah, I'm moving into my permanent role. So trying to improve that and kind of adjust to that. So yeah.
Same with you?
Yeah, become maybe senior accountants one day, maybe supervisor, manager, but the sky's the limit here.
Oh yeah, it's just a matter of time. In 5 to 10 years, you'll be raking in the big dough and running a firm or something like that.
That's the hope.
Congratulations to you both. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm joined right now by Rachel Miller, Chief Executive Officer of CPA Alberta and Executive Director of the CPA Education Foundation, the creators of this podcast. Welcome, Rachel.
Great to be here.
So in your role as CEO of CPA Alberta, you've been to many of these convocations over the years. What makes this event so special for you each year?
Oh, this is my favorite event of the year. It is like an amazing chance to see our future CPAs as they walk across the stage, looking at the excitement in their eyes, a little bit of fear of what comes next probably, and especially looking out into the audience and seeing all the people who've supported them and how happy and excited they are. The experience is just amazing for the graduates, but also for everyone who's participating. So, favorite time of year.
Speaking of looking out at the crowd, you will be addressing the graduates in a speech a little later on at today's ceremony. What's your message going to be to today's grads?
Really, our theme is dream big. This is just the start. Getting your designation opens so many doors. And I remember, when I was graduating, I thought, wow, I've done it. I'm done. I don't have to go to school anymore. This is amazing. This is my big accomplishment. But really, as you look out into the future, these grads are going to accomplish way bigger things than this. And so really, I encourage them to keep the doors open, to look for opportunities, to step out of their comfort zones, and to just explore and find out what they're going to do next.
That's a great message to give them today for sure. There are over 600 grads this spring. That's a very healthy number. What do you think makes the CPA designation such a popular career choice for young people year after year?
You can do anything with the CPA. As I mentioned before, it opens doors to endless possibilities, and really it's a common language that everyone speaks, the language of business. And so understanding that language of business allows you to do whatever you want in the future. The network of CPAs is also amazing. The mentors who are available, the supports you get from CPA Alberta and from all the CPAs across the province and across the country, it's just a great profession to be in.
That's great, Rachel. Thanks for your time and enjoy your day.
Thank you.
First of all, what's your first name?
Brandon.
Congratulations, Brandon, on being a CPA grad today. What does it feel like to be here today?
Feels great to get through the program and be able to obtain my designation.
What was was there something that stands out as being really difficult, the most difficult part of the process and the journey of becoming a CPA?
Definitely balancing work on top of personal obligations as well as completing the program. But I feel like having done that prepared me more so for continuing my career.
Yeah, so you have to work and do the courses and have a private life at the same time. And how long does it take roughly to go through the program?
2.5 years on track, but I mean, there's different pathways for different people, so lots of opportunities to choose what works best for you.
Yeah. But what's in the future for you now that you'll soon have those letters behind your name?
Nothing, no big changes immediately. Continue with the firm I'm at and see where that goes.
So you're well positioned at a firm to stay there for a while if you want to?
Yep.
Great. Well, congratulations on being here today and good luck with everything.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for talking with us. What's your first name?
Diana.
Diana, so what's it like to be here today celebrating your completing the CPA program?
It feels incredible. This is probably the final stage that I've been waiting for. I feel really honored to be so close to this designation because none of my family members have gone through a journey like this. I'm the first one. I came from Ukraine 13 years ago, so I've been kind of on my own in terms of how CPA works in this journey. Nobody in my family knew anything about it, so I was kind of figuring out for myself, and now my sister gets to follow my lead as she's following my footsteps and working towards her own CPA designation as well. So it definitely feels like it has been an incredible journey, and I'm really excited to be here today.
Well, congratulations. It definitely is a milestone day for you, and it's a culmination of a lot of hard work for sure. What do you think was like the most difficult part of the program that got you here today, part of that CPA journey?
Definitely managing time and finding time to study. This program isn't easy to get through. It requires a lot of dedication for studying, and I work a lot of hours and I have a lot of commitments outside of work, like the Ukrainian community that I'm involved with. So I spend all of my free time pretty much volunteering, so it's really hard to find enough time to commit to CPA, but I managed and I passed the exam and I'm really close to getting the designation.
Well, speaking of your work with the Ukrainian community, I understand that you recently received an award from the Ukrainian Canadian Congress. Can you tell us what that award was about and what's it for?
Yeah, there were many different categories, and I received the Humanitarian Aid Award. Ever since the first day of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine 3 years ago, I've been involved in organizing rallies, and now I'm the president of the Ukrainian National Youth Federation. It's a non-profit organization, and we do a lot more than just rallies. But I spend, like I said, all of my free time volunteering and committed myself to that organization, and I received that award for my efforts in humanitarian aid for Ukraine.
Well, congratulations. That's such important work, and it's inspiring to meet someone like you who's dedicated so much of your time to that. In addition to doing all this CPA stuff, I don't know how you managed to make it through a week. It must have been some busy times for you there.
Definitely has. I'm excited to have some more free time and just focus more on work and growing in the workplace. Thank you.
What's in the future for you? Do you know what's next? What starts on Monday for you?
On Monday, I'm back to work. I'm still working today. Not much new, but just a little more time. And like I said, I'm just going to be a little more committed to work and just learning more at work about what I do and getting better at what I do at work.
Congratulations both on completing the CPA program and for the award you received for your work with the Ukrainian community.
Thank you.
What is your first name?
My name is Karan.
Well, congratulations on being here today and completing the CPA program. How does it feel to be here today?
I'm very excited and a little nervous too. But
yeah, what makes you nervous?
Just the crowd. I don't know well with like a lot of people, a big crowd. I guess that's why I'm an accountant, right? Like behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What made you want to become a CPA in the first place?
I have always been good with numbers. I'm not good with words more, and numbers just make sense to me always. So it's just been, it has always come to me naturally. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. Well, it sounds like you're well set for success then. Looking back, what do you think was the most difficult part of the journey to becoming a CPA? Is there something that stands out as being especially difficult for you?
Just managing the hours, because you have to sacrifice a little bit of your social life while you're working full-time, and also focusing on the work that you do for getting here.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what are your plans for the future now that you'll soon be putting those letters behind your name?
I just want to take a little bit of break, travel a little, and then, but I currently love my job. I'm going to stay here for a bit, explore a little bit, and then a couple of years from now, I'll think.
Well, that sounds like a perfect plan. Thanks for your time today.
So
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, what are your first names?
Rain, Kalissa.
Well, congratulations to both of you on being here today and completing the CPA program. So what does it feel like to be here today?
It's been a long journey.
excited to be done.
It's a relief for sure to be here and after all of the work we put in.
Speaking of all that work, what do you think was the most difficult part of this journey for you? Was there one thing that stands out? We'll go with you first.
I think just balancing working and studying at the same time, just having all of that, definitely took a lot of time and energy, and some days didn't get as much sleep as I would have liked, but, managed to work it out in the end.
How about you?
The 3-day test was the worst.
Oh yeah, the CFE, the infamous CFE. So you had to wait, you write the CFE and you have to wait, 3 months or whatever to get the results. What was that wait like for you?
I went on vacation immediately after, so for like a month, which was nice, but the month leading up to the results was lack of sleep.
How did you handle that interim period?
Yeah, you sort of go through the stages of right after you write and just being relieved it's done, and then as the date approaches where the results are announced, you just get more and more anxious, and then finally relief once you find out you pass.
Yeah, so what made you want to become a CPA in the first place?
It just seemed like a really good way to kind of launch my career, I think, just the sort of thing that would open a lot of opportunities for me in the future.
How about you? What led you to the designation?
It's very stable, and you can get work anywhere, and that was kind of...
Do you plan on staying in Edmonton, or you don't know?
I do plan on staying in Edmonton. I'm already doing the in-depth program, so...
Wow. And how about you?
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of just open to considering different options right now. I don't know if I'll stay in Edmonton. I might. I don't really have definitive plans yet.
Well, it's all going to unfold in the years ahead. So congratulations and thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm standing with Jeff Herzog, who's an accounting instructor at the University of Alberta. He's a CPA, a noted gymnast, and today he's here in his capacity as MC for today's convocation ceremony. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you. Is there anything I can't do at this point? What the heck? I'm doing everything.
Apparently not. Yeah, apparently you can handle everything. What's the role of the MC at an event like this?
It's to steer the ship, as they say, make some jokes, and just make sure it's a memorable evening/afternoon.
How do you prepare for it? Are you nervous? Do you get nervous?
Yes, I'm always nervous. I think people told me that's a good thing. Even though I public speak for a living, it's still scary to get up in front of a crowd. But it's just a lot of rehearsal, honestly. I've just been, for the past week, going through my lines, making sure I know them front, back, side to side, and otherwise just full send the day of and hoping for the best.
What's it like being a CPA and then standing on the stage and looking out at 300 or 400 grads? It must be quite a moment for you.
Yeah, I feel so honored that I get to do this. It's kind of empowering. You feel the energy from the room. You can kind of reflect on your own grad and just think about all those possibilities ahead of them. So it's just really exciting to sort of see the new face of the CPA coming through the profession, and I can't wait to see what they achieve next.
Well said. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll start just by asking you what your first name is.
Aldina.
What does it feel like to be here today?
It feels pretty great, honestly. I've been working towards this for 3 years now with all the modules and exams, so yeah, it feels great.
Looking back at the last 2.5 or 3 years, is there something that stands out for you as being like the most difficult part of the program?
I guess just the time management of working, honestly. It's just prioritizing CPA while also prioritizing work, so just the time management.
Yeah. What made you want to become a CPA in the first place?
Well, I got an accounting degree, and the normal route is if I want more opportunities, or even if I don't want to stay in accounting, CPA is a great asset to have. So
yeah, for sure. What are your plans for the future? Do you have any specific goals for the next 3 to 5 years? And now that you soon be putting those letters behind your name?
Well, actually, I already have my letters received a few weeks ago. But no, I want to continue staying with my firm and just keep progressing in my career there and see how that goes. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for your time today, and congratulations.
Thank you.
What is your first name?
It's Olivia.
Olivia, congratulations on being here today and completing the program. How does it feel to be here today and prepare to walk that stage later on?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels exciting. I'm a little bit nervous, but excited.
Oh, what are you nervous about?
I guess walking across the stage, don't want to trip, but...
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time. So. what made you want to become a CPA in the first place?
My mom always just kind of told me that it was something that she thinks I'd be interested in, and then once I looked into it, I kind of agreed and stuck with it.
Is there something that stands out as like an exceptionally difficult part of completing the program, something you'll always remember as being really tough?
I think like a lot of work-life, school-life balance, definitely the hardest part of it, making sure you can fit everything in and still do your extracurriculars so you don't go insane, basically. But yeah, I think that's the hardest, is trying to just fit it all in while you're doing it.
What's in the future for you, Olivia? Like, do you know where you'll be over the next 3 to 5 years, or is that all up in the air right now?
That's all up in the air. I've always said that I've been not necessarily stuck, but committed while I'm in the program, and then it'll open up a world of opportunities. I'll just kind of see where it takes me after.
Do you live in Edmonton?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Do you plan on staying in Edmonton, or that's part of what's up in the air?
That's part of what's up in the air, honestly. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks for your time and congratulations. Good luck with everything.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll just start off by asking you what your first name is.
My first name is Sahar.
Congratulations on making it to today and getting through the CPA profession. What does it feel like to be here today and prepare to walk that stage?
Feels really good. It's a long time coming. Yeah.
How long did it take?
It took me 2 years.
Wow, that's a little faster than usual, isn't it? How did you do it so fast?
Just my work. My work always supported me and got me through it. So just took my modules when I had to, and it all worked out.
Awesome. What made you want to become a CPA in the first place?
When you're in high school and you're trying to figure out a career, I was like, what should I look into? I always loved numbers and I always loved math class. So I was like, of course, accountant. And I was like, it's a job that's never going to go away. With anything that comes up, it's always going to be there.
Well, you hear sometimes that with AI and other technologies that CPAs might become kind of redundant. Do you have any concerns about that?
No, I don't. I don't have any concerns. Why not? I feel like the work we do is very personal, and especially like I'm in public practice, so with like audit, I don't think AI could take that over.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah. What's in the future for you? What's in store for the next 3 to 5 years? Do you know?
No, I don't. Let me walk the stage first, then see where CPA takes me.
Okay, that's a fair deal. Congratulations again. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Well, I'm here with Ewan Ip, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the CPA Western School of Business. Welcome, Ewan, to Edmonton.
Thanks for having me.
As the CEO of the Western School of Business, what are your thoughts about being here today and seeing all these young grads?
Well, it's fabulous to see the smiles, the joy, and the families and friends who play an instrumental role in supporting the graduates throughout the entire process. Like this is what they work for, right? To cross the stage, get the letters, and to make a difference in the world. So I'm just very happy to be part of this celebration.
Well, there are well over 600 graduates this year in Alberta here, and I know there are probably similar numbers in the other Western provinces. So obviously the CPA Western School of Business is doing a really good job in educating and preparing candidates for the CPA profession. What do you think are the keys to the school's success in educating these hundreds and hundreds of grads?
I think there's a few aspects. One that comes to mind is making sure that our curriculum are staying relevant, that it meets employers and students' needs. And as we all know, the economy and the macro-environmental factors keep changing, right? So we got to continue to do a good job of staying plugging what the market is looking for, and make sure that our curriculum is remaining up to date and current. That's one piece. I think we also continue to explore in terms of how we can utilize technologies to improve the learning outcomes. The big hot topic, of course, is AI. Everybody's asking the questions how anybody can take advantage of AI, and so are we with in education, right? How can we use AI to teach better, and how can we help use AI to help the learners learn better, right? So, and I think that the last peak is it is a big institution. We do have 1,200 contractors, educational contractors that are working with us, over 15,000 students. And so running a big system requires that everything is precise, that nothing gets dropped, sessions are held on time, that we've got the right learner at the right place, with the right technology. So just making sure that things are all running flawlessly and maximizing that experience for the learners.
Well, great. Well, keep doing what you're doing because it's obviously very successful. Thanks for your time, Ewan.
You're welcome.
That wraps up our special episode of Uncommon Sense. Thanks to the many CPA graduates who took the time to chat with me today, and to the staff of CPA Alberta who participated as well. It's a momentous day here, as I mentioned, for all those people crossing the stage, and we wish them all the very best of luck in their careers. Thanks for listening. The Uncommon Sense podcast is presented by the CPA Education Foundation and funded by the Heshe CPA Knowledge Centre. The Knowledge Centre was created through a generous donation to the CPA Education Foundation by the late Brian Heshe. Brian was a distinguished Albertan, business leader, CPA, educator, and community builder. His generosity and commitment to education underpinned his good works across Alberta throughout his lifetime. We would like to acknowledge that the CPA Education Foundation offices are situated on the traditional Treaty 6 and Treaty 7 territories and Métis Nation homeland. The Foundation acknowledges that we reside on traditional and ancestral territories of many Indigenous, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Their histories and culture influence our community to this day. The CPA Education Foundation is committed to helping build a province where Indigenous people and their voices and experiences are heard, valued, respected, and celebrated. Technical and recording services for this podcast provided by Wolf Willow Studios in Edmonton. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about us. If you have any comments on the podcast, write to us at cpaef@cpaalberta.ca. To learn more about the CPA Education Foundation and the Heshe CPA Knowledge Centre, visit cpaalberta.ca/foundation. Thanks for listening.